So we are now only about 2 months away from Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, hitting theaters. And honestly, for a movie that is supposed to help build the future of the new DC universe, the excitement just doesn't feel like it's there. And maybe I'm not the only one noticing that. Because right now, if you ask a lot of people what upcoming movie they're more excited for, you'll hear Mortal Kombat 2, you'll hear the Street Fighter reboot. But Supergirl, that conversation feels weirdly quiet. And that says a lot. Because this isn't just another random comic book movie. This is supposed to be one of the early major pieces of James Gunn's new DCU. This should feel like an event. Instead, it feels like people are watching from a distance. Curious, but not genuinely hyped. So the question is, why? Because on paper, this movie has a lot going for it. A popular character, a talented lead actress, Jason Momoa as Lobo, a critically praised comic storyline to adapt, and yet somehow, the buzz still feels muted. So let's talk about why Supergirl doesn't feel like it's catching fire right now. One of the biggest things people are noticing immediately is the visual style. And I can't lie, the first time I saw the footage, my immediate reaction was, this feels like Guardians of the Galaxy again. You've got space travel, weird alien worlds, quirky creatures, bright neon colors, classic music playing over emotional scenes, and that same slightly chaotic cosmic energy. Now to be fair, James Gunn is very good at that style. He basically mastered it with. The problem is, when audiences can instantly compare your new DC film to something you've already done before, it can make the movie feel less fresh. Instead of feeling like, wow, this is a new version of Supergirl we've never seen before, some people are feeling, this looks like James Gunn doing his usual thing again. And that's dangerous. Because Supergirl should feel unique. Kara Zor-El is not Peter Quill. Her story is darker, more emotional, more tragic, more personal. And if the trailers don't clearly separate her from that familiar Gunn formula, then the movie risks blending into the superhero background. And right now, that's kind of what's happening. Woman of Tomorrow is not your typical hopeful superhero story. It's rough. It's angry. It's emotional. It's about trauma. It's about loss. It's about a young woman carrying pain across the galaxy. That could be incredible on screen. But the trailers so far seem stuck between two different identities. One moment, it looks like a serious revenge story. Then the next moment, you've got crypto floating around. Then suddenly there's comedy. Then weird creatures. Then emotional dialogue. And the tone starts feeling a little uncertain. Not bad, just unclear. And when audiences aren't sure what kind of movie they're watching, they often don't get excited. Because hype usually comes from clarity. People need to know, what exactly am I showing up for? And right now, I think Supergirl still hasn't answered that. Then there's the press side of things. And sometimes, the interviews around a movie can either build excitement or quietly drain it. Millie Alcock is clearly talented, and I actually think she could surprise people in this role. But some of the early interview clips haven't really created that must-watch feeling. Instead of the conversation being about the action, the scale, the emotion, or why this movie matters, some of the discussion has shifted toward fandom backlash, superhero fatigue, and criticism of the genre itself. Now those are real conversations, and fair ones, but from a marketing perspective, that's not always what sells tickets. Because audiences usually respond to excitement. They respond to confidence. They respond to energy. And right now, some of the messaging feels more cautious than celebratory. Meanwhile, movies like Mortal Kombat 2 are doing the opposite. They are saying, here is exactly what you're getting, and it's going to be insane. That kind of direct marketing can be very effective. And Supergirl feels like it's missing some of that. And honestly, we also need to talk about the bigger issue. The DCU itself still hasn't fully convinced people. James Gunn's had some good reactions. Some people loved it, some people didn't. But what it didn't do was create overwhelming momentum. It didn't feel like the DCU has officially arrived. Then you had continuing, and some fans enjoyed it, but it also felt like more of the same. And now Lanterns has already had early skepticism before even releasing. So because of that, Supergirl now has to generate hype mostly on its own, and that's harder. Because when a cinematic universe is thriving, every new project benefits from the last one. Marvel used to do that perfectly. But right now, DC still feels like it's trying to earn that trust back. And until that happens, every movie has to fight harder for attention. Am I completely writing this movie off? No, not at all. Because there are still reasons to be hopeful. Millie Alcock could be excellent. Jason Momoa as Lobo could steal the movie. The source material is genuinely strong, and a darker Supergirl story could be exactly what this universe needs. But if I'm being honest, my excitement right now is cautious. Not because the movie looks terrible, but because it hasn't shown me enough that feels truly special yet. And for a movie this important, I think that's a problem. Because at this stage, people shouldn't just be interested. They should be excited. And right now, a lot of people just aren't. That could still change. One great trailer can change everything. Strong early reactions can change everything. And sometimes comic book movies surprise all of us. But as of right now, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow feels less like the next huge DC event, and more like a movie people are waiting to be convinced by. And that is a very different kind of anticipation. But that's just how I see it. What about you? Are you excited for Supergirl? Or does the movie feel strangely underwhelming to you right now? Drop your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.